Man, outside of the women, this episode of Raw just didn't really feel all that special. Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, and this isn't going to be your typical review. This is just going to be a quick overview. So Monday Night Raw, man, I have to say, outside of Roxy and Nikki and the women's tag main event, there was just nothing to talk about. Really nothing. I'm sorry, I don't care for Jey Uso and Punk. I genuinely don't. I genuinely do not care for Punk versus Jey Uso. I really don't. Like, why are Penta and Rusev getting another opportunity at the Intercontinental title? How many times has Dominic beaten these guys and they're still somehow in title contention? It feels like Triple H. It feels like Triple H is turning WWE into 2K. No joke. It feels like he's turning his own company into 2K. Into a video game. Because this is something that would happen in a video game where you're simulating the shows and all you get is the same repetitive matches over and over and over again. That's what it feels like with Penta and Rusev. Like, you're simulating shows and every time you see it's those two getting a shot at Dominic. It's like, come on, man, can we get someone else? And besides, I think, like, Dom's beaten Penta like 3 times and he's beaten Rusev twice. How have we not moved on to somebody else? How have we not moved on to someone different is beyond me. It is beyond me. It is beyond me how we're still seeing the same 2 people. Why can't Sheamus win the Intercontinental title? Why can't he finally hold that championship? Why can't he finally get a run with that championship? Oh wait, freaking Sheamus is losing to JD McDonough, of all people. He's losing to JD McDonough, of all people. Sheamus looking up at the lights and losing to JD McDonough. Do I have to tell you how bad that is? That is so stupid. Like, how do you take a guy like Sheamus and have him lose to JD McDonough? Finn Balor, sure. I can buy into him losing to Finn Balor. But JD McDonough? No. Completely ridiculous. So again, I don't care for Punk and Jey Uso. I don't care for that. It's nice that WWE is celebrating Asuka's 10-year anniversary. It's really been 10 years already for Asuka. Man, oh man, does time truly fly. But man, oh man, I still remember all these years, fans have always felt Asuka had been ruined for many, many years, and yet she's still in WWE, and she's still one of the biggest names in WWE. And all that, man. But yeah, the Los Americanos, for some reason, interfere in the Rusev-Penta match. Why? Can someone please explain to me how this makes any sense? Can someone please explain to me, what did Rusev and Penta do to the Americanos? What did Rusev and Penta do to get on the bad side of the Americanos? I really want to know. This is so random. This is so random, man. It's so godforsaken random. It's like, again, something you'd see straight out of a video game. Straight out of 2K. Seriously. But one of the better things that happened on the show tonight was Roxanne and Nikki Bella. Now, at first, when I heard this match got made official, At first, I was like, oh yeah, probably another loss coming for Roxanne Perez because usually she always loses. And I know how much Roxanne needed this win, and I can't tell you how happy I am that Roxanne finally got a clean win. Finally, a clean win! The first time since forever. She actually got a clean win on Raw. No bullshit, no roll-up shenanigans. It was a clean win. Pop Rocks 1, 2, 3. She got the clean pinfall win over Nikki Bella. I know. I am just as surprised as you guys. Roxy getting a clean win over Nikki Bella. Wow, that's a big win. But here's the thing. Many of us have been upset with how Roxanne has been booked. And look, this win over Nikki Bella doesn't change anything. It does not change Roxanne's position on the card. It really doesn't. All I can see this as is that this will be WWE's way of trying to say, see, Roxanne is a worthy contender for the Women's World Championship. She defeated the longest reigning Divas champion of all time. So now they're going to try and build it as if Roxanne can be Women's World Champion because she beat Nikki Bella. And yeah, beating Nikki Bella is a big win, and people will say, see, her being in the Judgment Day is a good thing. If it wasn't for the Judgment Day, she wouldn't have gotten a pinfall win over Nikki Bella. Now, just stop that nonsense. She still doesn't fit in the Judgment Day. Being in the Judgment Day has nothing to do with her getting this win over Nikki Bella. Yes, she's beaten Alexa Bliss and Io Sky. She's beaten some big names. And now Nikki Bella. I get it. She's beaten some big names this year, but she's lost more matches than she's won matches. And wins and losses still matter. Wins and losses still matter, and no matter how many losses Roxanne has, she should not be challenging for the Women's World Championship until she's on a winning streak. From this point onwards, Roxanne should be getting nothing but victories going forward. If you're going to have her beat Nikki Bella, you've got to start giving her a winning streak. You can't just have her win one match and then immediately go back to losing. Because that's just not how it works. You can't just keep giving Roxanne these big wins over the likes of Io and Bliss and Nikki Bella and then just have her go back to losing again. You just cannot do that. You can't just give her one big win and then she goes back to being a jobber again. It's either you capitalize on that momentum and you keep having her win, or just do not give her these wins at all. You can't just, for 1 week, decide, here, we'll throw you a bone and give you a win, but then after that you'll go back to losing. If you're going to commit to giving Roxanne wins, it needs to be consistent. I mean, yes, it was a great match, obviously. Roxanne and Nikki Bella had a really good match. No surprise of everyone, the women are always carrying Monday Night Raw on their backs. Because that's what WWE is all about these days. The women are always carrying these shows on their backs. And of course, WWE are always doing stupid shit with the women. You know, like what they did with Sol Ruca by having Zarya defend her damn title for her, instead of just vacating the title off of Sol Ruca and then just have Mariah May fight someone for the vacated title. Like, seriously, it just does nothing. It does nothing, and it's just downright stupid. Or even just having people keep getting subbed in whenever someone gets injured while they're still holding the Women's Tag Team Championship, and then they'll just have someone else sub in and replace them as their partner, even though that doesn't make any sense at all. So while the women do carry these shows, they also do shitty, stupid shit with the women that don't make any sense. And then we get the whole Uso apology. Oh, I'm sorry, Us. I'm sorry too, Us. And all that other nonsense. Who cares? Paul Heyman talks about the new vision, the new look of the vision. I don't know what that really even means. But, I've been hearing rumors they could be having Austin Theory join this, and honestly, I do not want to see Austin Theory in the Vision. I mean, I'd rather Grayson Waller in the damn Vision than Austin Theory, because at least Grayson Waller has talent. And he's got the damn mic skills, and he's got the damn talent in the ring to go. He's got the damn skills in the ring, and he can back it up on the damn mic. He's got a great mic. He's got great mic skills, and he can back it up in the ring with his incredible skills. Austin Theory, sure, he could cut a decent promo, but in my opinion, he's not a great wrestler. Even if you disagree and you think Theory is a good wrestler, I just never really saw the appeal of him. I think Waller would be a better fit, but friggin' Waller ain't really getting used much nowadays anyway. He's just nothing more than a bag carrier for the New Day. But at least it gets him on TV, as what the people would tell me. And as I said before, Sheamus is losing to JD McDonough. Absolutely dumb. Absolutely dumb. And then the main event match was Charlotte and Alexa defeating Bayley and Lyra. As I said, the women carry these shows as always. And then the Kabuki Warriors would attack afterwards. I'm not entirely thrilled with the Kabuki Warriors getting back in the title picture. I don't know what it is. Like, the Kabuki Warriors, and it feels like it's always either the Kabuki Warriors or Liv Morgan and Raquel, who are always in the tag title scene, and then they're like winning the tag team titles all the time. So I don't really want Alexa and Charlotte to lose the tag titles to the Kabuki Warriors, but it sounds like that's probably the direction they're going to go. And then we'll probably then build to a breakup between Bliss and Flair, because look, I just want Bliss and Flair to remain a team just a bit longer, because again, we're finally getting somewhere with the tag division. We're finally getting somewhat of a division with Bliss and Flair, Bayley, Lyra, Kabuki Warriors, Rhea Ripley and Io, Sol Ruka, Zarya, The Calling, Tatum Paxley and Izzy Dane. Like, we're finally getting somewhere with the tag division. Michin and B-Fab, kind of, even though they're not really a team, but they're kind of a team. Julia and Kiana, kind of a team. Like, we're finally starting to get somewhere with this tag division. But then I feel like they're going to, and also I guess Natty and Maxine Dupree, but Maxine's kind of going more singles. They're kind of having Maxine more go singles for the IC title. Like, I'm already predicting that the next time they do Maxine versus Becky for the IC title, because I got told that Maxine is getting another title shot at a later date. But I guarantee you the next time they do that match, they're going to remove Becky's championship advantage by telling her, if you get counted out or DQ'd, this time you'll lose the title. So it's either you beat Maxine fair and square, or Maxine Dupree's tapping your ass out to the ankle lock. You know what I mean? They do that all the time. They did that with Eve Torres when she kept getting DQ'd and counted out whenever she was fighting Caitlyn for the Divas Championship. And then when they removed the championship's advantage from her, then Caitlyn won the championship. I'm pretty sure people remember that. And that was like Eve's like final match ever in WWE, and she retired after that. But man, oh man, like, I'm very sure they're going to do that. But anyway, back to what I was saying before. Like, we're finally getting somewhere with this women's tag division, Bliss, Flair, and all those teams I just mentioned. And then they're going to start breaking up all these teams, which is why I was expecting Lyra or Bayley to probably turn when they lost, but they didn't, surprisingly, because we all know Triple H likes to rely on two things: title changes and heel turns. He likes to rely on those two things to get shock value out of his fans, but he didn't either. But he didn't either tonight. But again, man, I really don't want Bliss and Flair to break up. Not because they're a good team, it's because we're finally getting somewhere with the tag division. We're finally starting to get more teams. But when we finally start getting more teams, that's when they start getting trigger happy and they start breaking up tag teams. They start getting trigger happy and then they start breaking up tag teams. And then oh my god, now we're running out of tag teams. And now we're starting to run out of tag teams again because they get trigger happy by turning every damn team, breaking every team up, and then they start losing teams and all that. And then they're like, oh, well, we've got to start creating teams again because we broke up the good amount of ones we had, so we better do another one, do more. You know? Like, you're finally getting somewhere with the tag division. You're finally getting a decent amount of tag teams. Leave the division as it is. You don't need to keep breaking teams up. I'm not saying... Look, I know Bliss and Flair will probably feud at some point. I know they will feud at some point. But I just know they're just going to break them up the moment they lose those titles. The moment they lose those titles. The moment those titles are off their waists, they're just going to immediately start having them bicker and argue. Immediately, they're going to start bickering and arguing, and then we're going to try and figure out which one's going to turn, which will obviously be Charlotte, because fans aren't going to boo Alexa over Charlotte and all that other stuff. But, yeah, man, it seems like the Kabuki Warriors will probably be the team that beat them. Even though I don't really want it to be them, I kind of wouldn't mind it being Rhea and Io, because at least Rhea and Io versus Bliss and Flair would be a really cool match. But, I don't know, man. I don't know. It just sounds like that's probably that's probably not what they're gonna do. But, anyway, that's gonna be the end of this little quick thoughts on Raw. And, yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. Hit that like button and subscribe. And see you guys next time.